Welcome back everyone to another mod showcase, and today we're going to be reviewing the ultimate pun mod, or the pun mod for 1.7.10. And this is one of those old and iconic mods that mod showcasers such as Popular MMOs used to review, and maybe others. So, we're just going to be reviewing this mod, and we have all this armor and all this stuff here in the chest. I mean, to tell you the truth, there's a lot to go over, so I just chose whatever is necessary just because it intrigues me. And I do have a raspy voice because I was drinking milk earlier, so I'm going to try to slow down and sometimes pause in between just to get my words across. But we do have the armor, some of the tools, and some swords, and we have some projectiles and some golden apples that we're going to be trying. So, not further ado, we're going to showcase the bat armor, in which it requires bat iron, and bat iron is bat fur. So I think in order to get bat fur, you just gotta slay some bats. But I'm just going to tell you, just to be honest, they do have a wiki if you want to know the crafting recipes, so I don't have to go over each and every recipe because there is a lot within this mod. I mean, I could say this is like the Gobber mod in this version. So it's kind of like the Gobber mod, but older. So I'm going to try the battle helmets because it's made out of bat fur. So we can just wear this, and you can see that it has some durability. So it's like usage left, and it's quite similar to diamond. No, not diamond. I think it's similar to like a diamond and probably some iron pants. I mean, look at us. We're very grayish looking. But I think if I remove the shaders, I might look totally black. But let me just take them off, and we're going to try some other armor sets. So we have is the diamond. What color should it be? Each armor set has a full set bonus. I haven't tried this stuff yet, so I don't know what the abilities are. So if I wear this, this is kind of like diamond. And what it grants is haste and regeneration. This is pretty good for like mining. But the recipes are pretty expensive since it requires diamond. And it says diamond, emerald, and some dye and cocoa beans. So that does explain why it's so expensive, but it's better than diamond. And then we have is the nether diamond. I guess this is the stronger version of the original diamond, which requires diamond and another brick. Sounds simple enough, but let me try it on. And we get strength and fire resistance. So this one is more aggressive, but designed for the nether because, you know, piglins and fire and lava. So that's pretty good. I really need to bring some water. But anyways, we have is the end diamond chest plates. And I believe to make this, you got to go to the end. Because if I could try to guess, I think it requires end stone. Guessed it right. And you could just wear diamond leggings, diamond leggings, and just put it with end stones. So it's like you have two choices, either to make the nether or the end. But I haven't tried this one out, and let's just see. And what it grants us, speed 2 and jump boost. This is pretty good. I mean, it would have been nice if we were granted, you know, no fall damage. But some things are just made to be fair. So you can actually swap through 3 different armor types if you really just want that experience. And we're going to look at the Lux Diamond armor, which is made out of obsidian. Okay, so let's just see how this goes. And it gives us regeneration and resistance. I would say this one is pretty good, and it kind of matches me. Like, it has a nice color palette. But I would probably wear this to like 1.7.10 PvP because it has resistance and regeneration. But I think the resistance is pretty good. Let me go and try it on that creeper I just saw earlier. Or he probably just vanished, you know, randomly. But yeah, this is the bat that you're going to have to slay to make the battle. Yeah, bat, you better go hide in that cave. Yeah, because I will make a fur out of you. Anyways, let me just go right back to my grind. And somebody's calling me during my showcase. So I'm just going to go and take this phone call. All right, we are back. I had a... Alright, so we're back, and we had to do a quick phone call like there. Alright, so we have returned, and we're going to review the obsidian armor. I wonder what this is made out of. It's made out of obsidian shards, and I think you got to get it from the Frorzen obsidian. That is so weird. That's like the weird naming of that type of ore. But when you wear it, you kind of just look like a full block of obsidian. I mean, I wonder how can I actually see? And it has a stronger durability, because it can last a lot longer than diamond, for sure. I would say most of this armor can actually last a lot longer than diamond. Like, I think typical diamond is like 300 or so. I mean, I don't know the numbers per se, but this stuff lasts a lot longer. So this stuff is highly durable. But I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is just wear the Lux armor, because it just looks nice, plus it provides regeneration and resistance. But we're going to try the swords now. The reason why I just pull out these pickaxes, because it just shows you that there are different tool types. So you can make like pickaxes, I guess swords, shovels, and axes, just for better durability. And look at this. The obsidian pickaxe has 5,000 durability. So this is basically netherite, but twice as stronger. But anyways, I am going to pull out these swords to give them a try, because I have not tried these weapons, and also these projectiles as well. And I also want to try out this pickaxe. Actually, I think I'm supposed to be trying out those pickaxes, because I totally forgot. Oh, wait, why did I get night vision? Oh, I think one of these pickaxes give out perks. That's interesting. I didn't even know that. So we're going to give these pickaxes a try. So this is what we're going to try first, is the breakfast, the pickaxe, the breakfast pickaxe. Break stuff fast. You can't eat it, kid. That's funny. So it grants us speed, but if we try to break it, I'm trying to see if we can try to break obsidian very efficiently, but as you can see, it's very slow, so it's not going to break obsidian. We're going to try, let me see, these pickaxes. We're going to try the diamond pickaxe. Okay, it's kind of breaking it a little fast. Let's see. Yep, so it breaks obsidian that easily. Now let me try the nether diamond. I'm just trying to see the slight variation in, toughness or efficiency of the pickaxe. Seems like they're pretty normal. So I would say this is normal, this is normal, this is normal. I think the battle pickaxe grants us night vision, so we can see a little. Wait, why we got health boost? What thing gave us health boost? I think one of these pickaxes give us health boost, which is quite interesting. But this one probably grants us night vision. But you could see it's not that efficient. And we got obsidian pickaxe, which gives us, does it give us health boost? I'm just seeing how this experiment is going to go. So when we break it, yeah, it breaks. Let me try the battle pickaxe again, because sometimes this stuff here is very intriguing to learn based on how silly it is. But this one took a little bit longer to break, but it still works. And you can see that the uses are basically going down, just to let you guys know. And let me try the end pickaxe. And this one is slightly a bit faster, but if you add enchantments onto this would make things a little bit easier. So now that we have tried all the pickaxes, and I need to keep setting this today so we can see. Now we can try the weapons now, because I know some of you guys are waiting for me to try out these weapons, because I never tried them before. And if I want to try out the weapons, I also probably want to try out the food. So we have all these apples or oracles. So yeah, you got coal oracle, iron oracle, dye oracle, redstone oracle, battle oracle, lapis oracle, diamond oracle, and emerald oracle. Just a lot of oracles. And if you want to make those, yeah, it's basically just encasing them around those type of ore. It's kind of like more apples mod, kind of in that way. So let me just try the coal oracle. Okay, what did that give us? I'm kind of confused. Did they give us fire resistance? I think it granted us fire resistance. Let me just type effect clear, just to see. Man, this version is so weird. Clear. There we go. So yeah, I think when we wear all this. Wait, why is there health boost still here? Let me try game rule. Keep inventory true because sometimes this version might be buggy. So let me just slide /kill. All right, we're back. We should not be getting any health boost. All right, so when we put that on, we get regeneration and resistance. And let me just go back into creative mode just to actually understand that Oracle again, because this is very confusing, but I'm trying to understand the science behind this. Like, that's what I'm trying to understand. So if I eat this Oracle, right, it gives me fire resistance. So that is expected. So it grants us fire resistance. And if I take this off, put that back on, okay, regeneration. Now we're going to try the Iron Oracle, what this gives us. Okay, it gives us strength, and it also perks up our resistance as well that we currently have. So it gives us strength. Let me try Lapis. We're eating dye. It gives us speed 3, jump boost 2. That's pretty interesting. Emerald Oracle, let's see that one. This one gives us absorption and regeneration 3. So that's basically a lot better. And speed 3. And we also got the Redstone Oracle, but let me just clear these effects. This is basically like the Gobber mod. Like this, I'm just going to keep saying it. It's definitely like the Gobber mod. If I eat this Redstone Apple, this grants us absorption 2. That's not bad, since it can always just go away. We got the Battle Oracle. Wait a minute. Bat Oracle. That means we're actually eating bats. So let's see how this is going to go. Okay, we get night vision, speed, strength. Not bad. I would say these are a lot better than a typical enchanted golden apple. And then we have these two left, the diamond oracle. This is pretty rich. So once you make this, it gives us strength, health boost, regeneration 3, and resistance 2. So yeah, this is actually a tougher version, which is pretty cool. Clear the effects, put that back on. And the diamond oracle, which requires those diamond ore. Yeah, I mean, I'm really confused with diamond and diamond. It's like intentional naming. It's very intentional. But let me eat this, and we get regeneration 4, strength for 5 minutes, and health boost. And look at that, the health boost is immense right there. So if you actually able to make the apple that's out of diamond, you're cool. You're going to be tanking some hits. But now that we have tried out all the food, now we're going to try out the weapons. So I am going to try out the diamond sword, and it tells you what it does. So you don't have to worry about me just saying this is what it does, that what it does. You can actually see it on the screen. So you could say like the diamond sword applies weakness and slowness on hit. Another diamond sword, time to diamond. Okay, that's kind of cringe, but it's acceptable. Right-clicking the sword increases damage, but where there's player, so it damages us. I think that's why it's best to make a lot of oracles. Lights enemies on fire. Lux diamond sword applies life from enemies on hit. Okay, I was not expecting the creeper just to show up. I was looking for that creeper, but luckily for us, we are wearing this Lux armor, which gives us resistance, so we're quite immune to damage. And that's the greatest part. I was not expecting the creeper just to come by so casually when I'm just monologuing. But this one applies life from enemies on hits. This will be the end of you. It really says it right there on the weapon. Has 3,500 uses left. Applies massive knockback. The Punisher increases in damage with combo attacks. I think that's what I'm going to try with the Enderman. And chance to imprison enemies within ice. Pretty interesting. So we're going to try these weapons. So I am going to spawn the Piglin. He's fine. So this one applies weakness. Oh, I forgot. Because we got the strength effect. Let me just clear all of it and reset. There we go. Yeah, sorry, Piglin. I kind of give you an unfair start. So let me just smack you. There we go. All right, so it's going to give him slowness and weakness. So it's going to make him pretty weak. And then we can just smack him. Not bad. It kind of reminds me of power gems based on this sword design. Kind of similar. But, yeah. And do we have any food? I think I should have made some food. because I know I'm supposed to provide food for myself just in case. Let me just go to creative real quick. Get myself some nice steak because I just love eating some steak, especially porterhouses from Longhorn Steakhouse. But anyways, we got the steak here, and we're going to summon another mob. And this is what right-clicking the sword increases damage, but withers player. Lights enemies on fire. So we're going to try the Enderman, and if I... Oh, come on, I was not even getting... Okay, Enderman, you want to fight? Come on, let's go, let's go. Wait a minute. Why do I see floating clouds? That's kind of abnormal. I was not expecting that. Hey, Enderman, I'm right here. Bro, he's supposed to be my test subject, but he's just teleporting away because he doesn't want to be part of it. What is going on here? Wait, I see big krakens? Okay, so I think these are like the new mobs from the PUD mod. I was not expecting that. But those squids are huge. So let me try to summon another one. Smack you. Come on, where are you? It's like they just don't want to be smacked. If I click you, this one applies wither, but sets them on fire. Okay, right-click and sword increases damage. Okay, that makes a total sense. But yeah, I don't think the Endermans are like good candidates. Yeah, they kind of just teleport away. Now we're going to try is the Lux Diamond sword, which applies life from enemies on hit. So if I smack a piglin, alright, applies life. I don't know what it specifically does. I'm not sure if it's like slowly withers them or like poisons them. Like, okay, like he's taking damage, unless that's like regeneration or lifesteal. I may have to look more into it, but you can always check the mod page if you guys want to know what the Lux Diamond Sword does. Then we have is the End Diamond. This is massive knockback, so if I punch you, well, the knockback isn't that bad. It just kind of just knocks him in the air a little bit. Kind of good for combos. And then we got the Punisher. Alright, so let me try you. Alright. Okay, let me try this with the Enderman though, since the combo might make sense. This is what? 11 attack damage. Okay, so we got all these all these perks here. I guess it's from all those weapons that we're using. The PUD mod is very confusing to cover because it's so unexpected, and I just gotta keep clearing out my perks like every time, like trying to clear every perk I got. Like look at that, speed, mining fatigue. It's very interesting. Oh, wait, that's what the Punisher grants. Oh, jump boost, speed, and mining fatigue. Okay, now I know. And look at that. You can actually see there's little effects there. Oh, so it can also be used as like a projectile weapon. That's quite cool. Like, very cool. And does this have durability? No, you can actually use this for indefinitely. Let me try to shoot this pig from here. Can I reach you? Oh, it kind of just dissipates like midway. So it's not like a very long projectile weapon. But it's still good just to hit something from afar with a sword. And then let me change it back to day. This is kind of like a really messy showcase. I have to admit, it's very messy. But this is what's the fun part about it, because it's science. And then we got the art cut. Chance to imprison enemies in ice. Let me try you. Okay, nothing happened. Okay, nothing happened there. Come on, he's supposed to be imprisoned in ice. Unless I'm very strong, just to not work. Okay, now it works. Yeah. Come on. Come on, Enderman. You're supposed to fight. Like, you're not even fighting me. You're just sitting there just vibing. He probably knows I'm too strong. Come on, Enderman. We gotta do this for science. The watchers want to see what happens. Come on. I'm probably summoning so many Endermans and they're just escaping me. It's like they're literal test subjects trying to escape from my works. Come on. You're supposed to do the science. There you go. You're trapped. Deal with it. And it also has a lot of water too. So I guess this is like another way of making water too. If you need like water in the desert. So you can make the art cuts. But I think you gotta get this from like killing something. But now we're gonna try the projectiles. In which we got is the can ink, the tent cannon, the exterminator, and the crossbow. I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with this crossbow. Yeah, it shoots iron ingots. Yeah, not iron ingots, gold ingots. I got that confused. Yeah, so all you just need is like a lot of gold, and you can shoot an indefinite amount of gold just like that. But it does have durability, so do keep in mind. But this is still pretty useful. Like, imagine crossbow PvP, but it's just gold butter. And you can also get damaged by this, so be extra careful. You can still use it as like little projectile, little jump boosting, but be extra careful. So that's what the crossbow, or the real crossbow, it has like 290 durability uses left, or probably 300, depending on the configuration. And look at this, look at the lab. It's so damaged from that creeper explosion earlier. But now we're going to try the exterminator, which we're going to try it on this sheep that's just vibing right here. So all you just need is iron and a feather, and it says prepare for extermination, egg extermination. So let me just shoot this. Okay, I think for this to work, you probably gotta get eggs. So let me just type egg or hard boil egg. I really want to see. Let's see. Let me just go to survival and try it. Oh, okay, it has to be a hard boil egg, which you gotta cook the egg in the furnace and you get 3. That's actually pretty nice, but that would mean you gotta get a chicken farm. Look at that. Extermination. Look how far those eggs went. We're exterminating everything. Exterminators. You can even spam this too? Oh boy. This is chaos. This is utter chaos. It really defies reality. We're gonna shoot some eggs at these squids in there. Yeah, look at that. That is crazy. And you can also still hear the explosions going off. And then we have is the can ink and the tentacannon. And I think for these you just need an ink sac and water still. I don't know how you get water still. It's like, do you like put water or you gotta like harvest water? It's kind of strange. You gotta harvest water. I am going to try it on the Enderman again, so let me just spawn an Enderman. Ink can. I didn't get a chance to use you real quick. There we go. So when you apply this, I think this one gives them wither effect, which is quite interesting. Let me try it on a piglin. These guys are just, like literally just running away from me. Like, yeah, so this one just gives them blindness. But you can still kill them though with just using this. But it takes a little longer. It has like 200 uses. And then we got the tent cannon, which requires the ink cannon and rainbow. Make it rain. Oh, so this one shoots squids. So I didn't know that. So we gotta shoot a squid at a zombie piglin. Look at that. And the recoil is insane. Like, imagine trying to shoot at something or at somebody. You're like you're getting repelled back completely. Interestingly, let me try it again. It grows a lot of things. So this is basically like bone meal in a nutshell. Like, look at all this grass. Like, this is if you really wanted to grow a lot of stuff. Like, look at that. Really good for gardening. Like, imagine just trying to grow like carrots or some wheat, and you're just sitting there just doing this. And luckily, this one has very good recoil, and you don't have to worry about repairing it. Just watching somebody shoot squids out of a cannon. But yeah, I think that's all for the tools. But now we're going to attempt to go to a different dimension and also look at a few of the bosses or mobs. Because it's interesting, but I don't want to go through everything because the pun mod is just like the Gobber mod. You just got to be in the experience instead of just showcasing every feature that exists. Alright, so we're going to try this packed ice. I'm not sure this is how you go to a different dimension. I mean, they have instructions on how to do it. I may have to look at the mod page because there is a way to go to a different dimension. And I believe it's something like this. And you got the ultimate. Wait, this is not a block. I'm trying to understand the usage of this, but it's charging. Let me try. Wait, it does charge. Interesting. What is this made out of? Okay, blocks. But does this power the machine? Or does this like repair our stuff in real time? I'm quite intrigued by this. Oh, that's danger ice. Okay, so that hurts us. Let me see something. Like, I never personally tried to go into a different dimension before, but I might have to try flint and steel. Let's see how that works. Okay, it doesn't work with flint and steel. What about water? Does it work with water? No. Okay, it's quite strange. So let me just try something like the dice dimension portal, because I never really tried it, but I need to try to analyze what the block is. So let me just go into this other dimension, and I will have to disable these shaders because we just want to see what everything looks like in this place. And what is this made out of? Oh, what was that noise? Okay, so let me just go to survival, and let me just go to game. Let me go to creative again. Sorry. Let me just go get this pickaxe, and then go back to survival. And let's just break a piece. Alright, is that what I think it is? Okay, so it is packed ice, apparently. And look, we're getting attacked by whatever these things are called. Oh, great. Okay, what a way. What a way to die. We're going to try it again. But still, I'm trying to understand, how do I actually activate this portal? And we got French fries. Wait, can I eat this? Oh, so this is edible. Interesting. So there are different mobs in here. You can barely see them. Oh no, this is immense. These guys are no joke. Like, look at this. These guys give us insane. Oh, we cannot hit nothing, dude. Nothing. We can't hit nothing. This is crazy. These guys are a menace. Like, how can I actually attack you? But this is basically an area full of ice. And this is just a very hard way to play. Like, why? Like, I'm trying to just fight, but I can't hit them. Yeah, I think it's a lot better to get a projectile when dealing with these guys. Let me just get out of here. Yeah, look at that. The mining fatigue is just an abysmal. So let's just get away from them. But once you do venture in this dimension, you come across different mobs. Like, look at that. You even got the skeleton that's made out of ice. So everything is mostly out of ice. But I'm still confused about how to get to the other dimension. I mean, it might be something that you gotta click the trigger. I may gotta look at the mod page real quick. So I'll bring you guys right back once I read a little more about this mod. Alright, so now I understood how to go to this dimension. In order to go here, you're gonna have to use packed ice, but you have to drop the dice bomb orb. So we gotta type in orb. Let me just type orb. So you gotta drop this. In order to make it, let's see. How to make this is basically diamond. So, yeah, there's basically different mobs that you could explore. And we also got yetis. Yeah, we also got these yetis. Yeah, this guy sounds like a menace. Let me go to survival. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. This is going to be quite easy, though. Alright. Why do I hear flames? It's quite strange that I'm hearing flames. That's interesting. Okay, he drops gunpowder, so he's kind of like a creeper. But he also dropped frozen diamond, which could be used to craft other things. But it also can be smelt back to diamond ore. That's actually pretty cool. But this is actually a very interesting dimension. Like, you got different type of ice blocks like glow ice. I think glow ice is basically like glowstone, but out of ice. Wait a second. I think I get it now. I think this dimension is technically the nether, but out of ice. It's basically the cold hell instead of the hell. Yeah, I think I'm starting to understand this. So now we understood. Let me just kill some of these guys here, and then we are going to go right back to the overworld to summon some bosses that we can fight. He also dropped a hoe. What type of hoe did you drop? This hoe. The hoe is the icicle. Let me get rid of some ice for you. So basically, is this like an ice pick? Ooh, this is pretty useful. I'm trying to figure out how can you actually repair this though, because we don't have mending or anything. But you get icicles, so that's pretty good. It helps us clear ice blocks a lot more efficiently. Hey, leave me alone, you little frog things. I'm just exploring the place. Is this how you welcome your visitors? Oh, you can also break the ice off the skeletons. That's kind of cool. And let me see. It's like we can also see a little bit of like other ore. Like, this is crazy. Like, if you really want to look for a particular ore, you can kind of see through it. Like, this is X-ray in a nutshell. Like, this is insane. So let's see. So we can like go to over there, but of course we don't have a very good pick. So what type of ore is that? I think this might be very important just to check it out for science, because this is the very opposite of the Nether. But I'm quite surprised that I'm actually showcasing this mod for the first time, because I remember Popular MMOs used to showcase this mod, and he mostly just showcased like the crazy bosses, but I don't think he explained like all the detail. But me, it's curious, and I fell through the hole. No, no, no. Damn it. I was about to explore it. Man, I was about to explore the place. Okay, let me go right back down there. I'm sorry. I was a bit curious. Let me go right back to that location I was trying to mine to. I would say like right here. So let me just break this. So this is pretty dangerous. So don't try to dig straight down. So what type of ore is this? Or is this not ore? Let's see. I think this is just regular packed ice. I saw the one with lines in it. I think that might have been like, let's see. Let me check. Bones. Oh, so it was actually just bones? Oh, we found Legacy. He's frozen under the ice. Yeah, that's funny. We found Brittle Bone. But now, we're just going to go right back to the overworld and summon some mobs. Now we're back in the overworld, and we're going to spawn in a few of these mobs. So, we're going to spawn in the Bringer of Freedom. Okay, he's a very short dude. So, I think you can probably find these guys in the Nether. And look at that. He's actually supposed to be like a fire mob, but yet he's chilling in the water. It's kind of like a cursed thing to see. But he drops fire, and he drops... Wait, he actually drops fire? He drops fire like as an attainable item. Like, that's crazy. Like, this is very cursed. Like, this is like the opposite. You can also place fire. Oh boy. If you don't have flint and steel, just place down some fire. It really messes with the logic here. And I know this showcase has been going on far long enough, because it's just a lot of things within this mod, and some things I was genuinely confused about, because I was still trying to understand the orb, but it's very confusing and quite loose, because the instruction says to get to the dice dimension, you have to drop the dice diamond orb. I mean, I really did that, but it didn't work. I mean, I'm trying to understand why it didn't work, but who knows? You guys might be able to correct me in the comments, because it's like you just drop it and it doesn't do anything unless I gotta like press Q or something. It's like very confusing. And I also built the portal, which is also quite confusing too. So you can see that I tried many times over and over, but again, just correct me if I did something incomplete or wrong, because it's kind of mashing with my head a little bit. I'm just being honest, because sometimes mods do make sense and sometimes they're a bit loose. But we're going to spawn in a few mobs. So we got Clobber, Nimbus. I guess those were the clouds that I saw earlier. But if you try to kill the clouds, I mean, I don't know why would anybody want to kill a cloud unless it's just going to shock a lightning at you. But if you kill it, it doesn't do much. It just drops experience. So you can just use a bow just to shoot them down. Spawn experienced zombie. Oh, we got ourselves the what? The experienced zombie jockey. That's crazy. We got the experienced zombie jockey. I was not expecting that, but we got it. It's canon. We got ourselves the experienced zombie jockey in the ultimate pond mod. Not pond, pun mod. Yeah, I kind of tried to make a pun, but I said pond. But anyways, we got the spawn lick squid. Liquid squid. Okay, what's going on here? Oh boy. Oh yeah, that is some serious blindness. Yeah, so this guy has a lot of blindness. So if I go in the water and just go near you, oh yeah, he definitely activates that blindness. But I want to see if he's like very, aggressive. Like a very aggressive species. So let me, oh, he gave me poison? This guy gave me poison. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Alright, so let me just clear the effects real quick. I guess these guys can probably one-tap me. Let me just remove this effect. I'm sorry, it's so many effects I keep clearing today. Like, this is like the only showcase where I'm doing a lot here. And I'm going to do /kill. I know, guys. It's a very messy showcase, just like the mod. Like, everything is quite unpredictable in pun or pond. My brain is scrambled. It's so scrambled that it doesn't make any sense anymore. It can't even compute with this type of logic. Like, the logic is just so backwards. But I still try to spawn in the lick squid. So let me just spawn you again. I mean, it's so dark because I'm wearing shaders, of course. Let me just eat this apple just for safety. Alright, so yeah, he gives us poison. That's like good to know. But the poison doesn't really hurt us, though. Interestingly. Let me try to slay you, man. If I try to slay you, why are you swimming away from me? Because he knows he's going to die sooner or later. Oh well. I might as well just fly over just to get to him. Because he's just trying to avoid me. Alright. If I slayed him, I think I killed him. I think I did. No, you're still alive. It's really hard to see. Because the blindness is just very immense. Like, I think the only way you can kill him is with a projectile weapon. So let me get a bow and just shoot you to death. Come on, die already. You kind of blind me too many times. Plus, I'm wondering how much health he got. Alright, so what does he drop? Let me just turn off these shaders. They're kind of just making things a little bit harder for us to see underwater. Okay, so when we do that, he drops ink sacs and he drops water. Oh, so if you kill that squid dude, he actually drops water still. So that's the way to get water. It's very insane based on the logic of this mod. This mod is very logically confusing. But we can handle it because we are scientists. So now that we have covered that, I also want to try like 1 or 2 more mobs, and then we're going to wrap up the showcase. So we have let's see, spawn ice assassin, and also the spawn obsidian. Yeah, I might try to spawn the obsidian, and maybe daybreaker. I'll say 3 mobs. Yeah, 3 mobs that we can try. So this is the ice assassin. Oh yeah, he's just basically a skeleton, but made out of ice. I'm not sure what happens when you bring him in the overworld. He might start falling out, possibly. And then spawn the obsidian, which I believe this guy is only found in the nether. You spawn him in. Oh boy. He's basically a boss. He's a very strong boss that can pull me with his gravity. That is insane. Dude, he's literally like a magnet. He's a literal magnet. Dude, no. No. Stop it. Cut it out. But this guy is tough. So you're gonna have to fight him with everything you got. No. I keep eating apples, trying to maintain my regeneration. No, stop it. No, I'm trying to get away from him, but he has a strong force field. No, stop it. It's like he's very strong. Like, you can see them trying to pull away from his grip, but you gotta jump away, like, very far, and then you gotta run back to him. So this is like literal manual fighting. Like, you're fighting against gravity. Come on, you're almost down. Stop it. Okay, now he's just spamming me now. Okay, we're gonna fight you, man. Stop it. There we go. He finally dies, and he drops the obsidian shards, which, in order to make the obsidian bow and the armor, this is the armor I was talking about. But that guy is literally a boss of its own, so you gotta be extra careful and make sure you have fire resistance, possibly a projectile, and a lot of enchanted golden apples, or those ore apples, to stay alive. But I also want to test out the spawn Datebreaker. Oh, he's basically just a work in progress mob. Alright, so he just exists. So if I slay you... Ow! Okay, so he's kind of just there, but he sets everything to night. But how can you kill him if he's, like, literally just preventing players from coming close? Like, this is really interesting. Like, these mobs are really, like, destroying and regulating the gravity field. That is interesting. When the mob kind of just has the ability to manipulate gravity. Like, you gotta push through all of this. Like, you gotta push W, like, very hard just to get past it. But this is absurd. This is very absurd. I can't even get past him in creative mode. Oh boy, this is not this is unexpected. So let me try using that. Let me just try to kill you, man. Okay. So it seems like I can't even hit him. Can I jump on you? Oh, that's where the experience zombies come in. It also hurts him too. Interesting. That is interesting. Very interesting. Let me just go to peaceful mode so we can stop this monstrosity. But yeah, I guess that's why he was a work in progress. But sadly, they kind of just discontinued the whole mod. But yeah, this is going to wrap up for the showcase, and I hope you guys find this enjoyable or helpful in some way. And if you do, I'm very grateful. But I know this video is pretty much a long video because I was not expecting to go through a lot of the trials and errors within this mod. I was about to say mod pack, but it did feel like a mod pack of its own temporarily, like a semi-mod pack. But it's very crazy, and some things just don't make any sense. Like, I'm still trying to understand how this portal thing worked, because it keeps saying to get to the dice mansion, you have to drop the Diceman orb. I mean, I did drop it so many times, but it doesn't work. So I'm not sure what the big deal is, unless I'm doing something completely wrong, or I may have to watch some other playthroughs of how the YouTubers do it, because it's quite interesting that there is like the opposition with the Nether, and we just got the ice dimension, which is interesting since you can get like a ton of ice just for your farms, or just get ore just to get reconverted into something else, and you can just apply fortune to the ore. But still, this is a very humbling experience of trying out older mods in Minecraft, but they could still hold up to today if they do get an update. But I don't know when we're going to get an update of those mods, since they just kind of went hiatus. But until then, I'll review another mod. Don't know what it's going to be, because there's a lot of mods on the internet. So yeah, that's all from me. Until then, see you guys with another mod showcase.